Hi, my name is Jessica Dobbs, and today I'm going to give kind of a brief, very brief, summary of my experience with Jesus. It's good to note that I did not grow up in a religious household at all. My mother, she was very much, you should explore all religions and then choose the one for you. My grandmother did me a solid though and introduced me to Jesus at a young age, at about 8 or so. She took me to a little gathering thing, and I knew 10 Commandments and Jesus was a God. I didn't know he was the God, but hey. Um, 18, I was in the Mormon church for my husband at the time, my ex husband, and I was baptized there, fell away. Then I met my husband, Jeff, and I ended up getting baptized in his uncle's Lutheran church, and that was on my own behalf. I was actually quite worried about my soul, and I wanted to make sure I was actually baptized. I didn't feel like the Mormon one counted, so his uncle was like, let's just get baptized. I was like, okay, so I did. Um, but my real experience with Jesus on an intimate level began in 2020. I was facing chronic depression my entire life, and he delivered me from it. I begged him for that deliverance, but, he was kind enough to set me free. But in 2022, I ended up going to this community/prison ministry up here in northern Michigan called Curix. And I was able to have like a crash course in getting to know Jesus. And it really re-kickstarted what I had been feeling in 2020 when I was delivered from that depression. Um, and then I learned the earth was flat. And then I found Pastor Dean. And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. A pastor who, teaches biblical cosmology and knows what I know research wise and stuff. But Skyfall was amazing. I gave a short testimony there on stage as well. I'm not a great public speaker, but especially with short form. But yeah, my experience in 2020 really is when I knew that Jesus was the Lord. 2022, when I went to Curix, is when I surrendered to him. And in Skyfall, I re-surrendered to him. He has given me so much, and I'm not worthy of any of it. But I want to be able to share what he's given me with others, so that way they too can spend eternity in heaven with him. So I have felt called to ministry for a while now. And when applications were to go in for School of Ministry last year, I felt very much a weight, from God. God was telling me to wait, and I feel that is lifted for this year. So, here I am. I would love to tell you more, as time allows. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.